Hey, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now for today's Facebook Live, the Forgiveness Formula. And hey there, Instagram, we're live with you guys too. I'm going to do some sharing so you can talk.
Awesome. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for that great intro. And of course, we've got a great topic lined up for this evening, a forgiveness formula. So if you're just joining us on Facebook Live, pop your details in the comments. Let us know you're here. Say hello, introduce yourself. We'd love to welcome you to our live this evening. And of course, we're also going live on Instagram. So if you're joining us on Instagram, pop your details in. Let us know that you're watching us over there on Insta. We've got a great personal development topic talking about this morning called the Forgiveness Formula. Brett Hudson, hi guys. Hi Brett. Forgiveness Formula is what our topic is. So we're going to be jumping into that shortly. Lee's just busy sharing it across our other pages. Georgina, hi, welcome to you. And again, if you've just joined us on Facebook, say g'day, pop your details in the comments. Peggy says, hi, Simon Lee, nice to see you. Thanks, Peggy. Darren Bell, evening to you, Darren. And of course, we're also broadcasting live on Instagram. So hi to everyone on Insta that's joining us. Shani over there on Facebook, g'day to you, good evening. Philippe, great that you are here. Welcome to you. And again, going live on Facebook, but also streaming across on Insta this evening. So we've got a great topic lined up, Lee.
We have. I'm almost done.
You're
so
almost done. The forgiveness formula. So there is a formula to forgiveness.
There is.
That's it. There's
Mark's
a formula.
joined us on Instagram.
Mark's joined us. Good day, Mark. How are you? Bruce Partridge watching. Good day, Bruce. Roz, Nick on the Goldie. Good evening. Says, good evening, Simon and Leanne. Good to be here. Della said, hey, lovelies. I thought she said, hey, lovers.
That too.
Jeff Nixon, hi, folks. Great to be here. Michelle Peel, g'day, Michelle.
And
just got
Mark
off a call.
And Limelight Electric.
Limelight Electric. Welcome to you. So we've got a great personal development topic we're talking about this evening called the Forgiveness Formula. And we are streaming live from the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. So if you're joining us on Facebook Live, pop your details in, let us know you're here. And we're also streaming across on Instagram this evening. So big hello to those that are following us on Insta. Welcome to you.
Before we get into it...
Be Free Lifestyle says...
That's Michelle.
Hey, hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hello over there.
So before we get into it, what did we do on the weekend?
We went away.
We're not allowed to do that.
We didn't go overseas. We didn't go out of the state. But we went away. We had a staycation. What is a staycation?
It means you stay where you live, but you have a vacation.
Oh, is that what it is? Right. So you stay where you live, but you have a vacation. So we did that on the weekend. We popped down to a great apartment called the Cube Broadbeach and had an apartment there on the 25th floor overlooking the beautiful Broadbeach ocean, which was magnificent. We had a beautiful sunset on the Saturday night, which lit up the Gold Coast sky, and it was the pinkest sky
and orange
and purple. It had all colours, and it was lasted for all of about, I don't know how long, an hour. And we had friends of ours. Dallas was there. Dallas, great to have you there. Dallas and Del were there, and we're all snapping away, taking photos of the beautiful sunset.
We took a million photos.
Yeah, it was great. So we had a staycation, just get away. We went there Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. Home today, had a couple of great dinners out.
I know, it was so great to have dinner out. It was just amazing.
To a restaurant.
2 restaurants.
And actually got served.
3 restaurants, actually, because we had breakfast out too.
We bought food.
Oh my God.
And we actually got to sit in a restaurant.
We did, it was
with
so
8
good.
other people. So a limit of 10 people in restaurants in Queensland at the moment. So of course that was fun. Dallas says a gorgeous sunset. It was, Dallas, and glad that you were able to share it with us.
So Mark says, do they still have that aqueduct there? Well, that's funny you say that, Mark. I don't know if you know, but I used to work on the aqueduct.
She used to be an aqueduct chick.
For 3 years. I used to be the tour guy that would do the tour on the bus and bounce up and down. Yes, it was still there. I don't think it's running at the moment though.
No, not
but it's still there.
Yeah. So anyway, we had some great dinners out. Went to it at 19 at the
Darling.
At the Darling, which is at the Star Casino. So we had dinner there with 8 of our closest friends.
Well, there was actually only 6.
There was.
And it wasn't our friends. We didn't know them. They were at different tables. But it was actually really cool.
It was pretty close because it's like intimate, right? You're out in this big restaurant with all these tables and chairs.
It was very exclusive, let's put it that way. It felt very exclusive. And the food was amazing.
The dinner last night at Balboa Italian restaurant was awesome.
It was.
So big thanks to them as well.
And we had 8 of our closest friends there too.
We did. Not that we knew them, but very intimate. So that was our weekend. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
And we've got something else going on this week. Do you want to share it now with everyone, or do you want to leave it till afterwards?
Oh, I'm wondering what it was. But I'm like, did I miss something? Yeah, share it now.
Share it now? All right. So last week, if you joined us last week on our Facebook Live, Ida says hi. Hi there, guys. Hey, Ida. Karen Hansford's watching. Hi to you. And we got live over on Instagram. So if you're joining us on Insta,
Mark's
say hello. Pop
me.
your details in. So this week, last week, we decided... Well, Lee decided and put it out there that we were going to do what is called the lemonade cleanse, the lemonade diet. It's known as a number of things. It's by the Master Cleanser. And we spoke about it last week, and Lee put it out there and said we're going to do it. And we said we'll announce when we're going to do it. We had all these people committing to do it. Jacinta said,
backing out now.
Jacinta said, wow, that was a great weekend you had. Thanks, it was. So all these people backed us and said, yeah, we'll do it with you, we'll do it with you. Okay. So we've had overwhelming support from the public that we've decided that we're going to start it this Wednesday.
2 days.
So 2 days' time. So you're either on board with us to do it with us. Starting this Wednesday, we start the lemonade diet, the lemonade cleanse. So Lee, what we probably might do is, I did say to people you could look it up on Spotify, look up the Master Cleanser, and you can get the details on Spotify and listen to the audio, and there's a bit of a instruction book.
And there's not much preparing you need to do. Really, you just need to buy some lemons, some maple syrup,
lots
some
of lemons,
pepper,
lots of maple syrup,
and some water.
It's got to be good maple syrup.
Yes, it's got to be proper one, not your fake stuff.
Not the fake stuff.
But that's all you need. So you literally could just pop in the shop, grab it.
Yeah, you need some good salt.
Yeah.
And the salt, what's the salt for, Lee?
The flush.
Yeah, so every morning you drink a litre of warm, salty water. And make sure that you don't have plans to go anywhere for the next hour to 2 hours. So if you need to get up earlier to do it, because you've got to leave at a certain time, then that's what you got to do, right? So if you've got to leave home early, go somewhere, you got to get up earlier so you can get your saltwater flush in. And that's the first thing you do every morning. So that cleans out your system. And then the whole idea behind the lemonade diet is you have nothing. No alcohol, no food. It is a lemonade diet only. So it's water.
It actually tastes quite good, I think. It's not bad.
Lemon juice.
Yeah.
Maple syrup and cayenne pepper. Now the maple syrup, depending how much maple syrup you put in there, that's there for the energy. So it keeps you energized. But be careful, because if you have too much, you won't have much weight loss. So if you want to lose more weight in the 10 days, reduce the amount of maple syrup. And you might be able to start with the recommended amount, and then you might reduce it.
We ended up halving it by the end, I think.
Yeah, and what we did was we actually got up and made it in the morning, didn't we? So we had 2 big jars, like a 2.5 litre jar, I think it is. And we drink about 2.5 litres for the entire day. And that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And any snacks during the day, there's nothing. No food, right? No food at all. No, nothing else. You just have this solely for 10 days.
It's the first 3 days is the hardest. After that, you actually feel really awesome.
Yeah, well, if you're a coffee drinker, it's really going to suck because you'll get a really good caffeine withdrawal detox headache at day 2, day 3. That'll actually take you out. So if you started on Wednesday, you should be right. Saturday, you'll be able to lie in bed all day.
You're not really selling it to people here.
Well, if they're not coffee drinkers, it won't affect them. So if they're not into caffeine and reliant on coffee, then you won't have an issue.
All right, enough about the cleanse. There's a few comments there which I can't read.
Okay, so Ida says, sorry, I just can't do lemons, but I'm doing a challenge which starts tomorrow, looking to kickstart some weight loss and have higher energy levels. Okay,
awesome.
So she can't do lemons. Let me just see. Peggy says, it's my birthday on the 1st of June. I'll do it. I'll do it with Paul. After that, I'll be a few days late, but we'll do it too. Love this cleanse. It's awesome. Good on you, Peggy.
We'll let you off the hook, Peggy.
Am I to that? Philippe, I don't know. Are you going to do it? It's up to you. You got to commit to doing it if you want. Jacinta said, wow, what a great weekend you had. Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah,
all right.
Awesome. All right.
So Agatha said, very excited I'm in. All right.
Awesome.
And Darren and I did it last time with you. Darren hasn't had a coffee since the last one.
Same as Simon.
That was same as me. I had that very rare coffee here and there, but exactly right, Jacinta. I kicked the caffeine and got rid of the coffee last time we did it.
I'm so grateful
because
I hate coffee.
Which was October 2018. But I love my ginger tea. So I'm a big ginger and lemon drinker. But anyway, so that's it.
Cool. All right.
So that's what we're doing. So you can either choose to join us and come on board, let us know. Hey to the people on Insta, great for you to join us. And we're streaming live on Facebook over here. So let's get into our topic called the forgiveness formula. So there is actually a formula to create forgiveness.
There is. Just a quick question from Nick before we do that.
Nick says, where are your thoughts on blackstrap molasses instead of maple syrup if you are diabetic? Yeah, look, I've read up about that, Nick, and heard that is a great alternative. Again, the volume depends on the weight loss that you'll have.
Charlotte's in too.
Charlotte's in. I love lemons in tequila, says Dallas. Well, there's no tequila, sorry about that. Darren says 13 days myself. I lasted 8. Oh, Jacinta did 13 days. No, Darren did 13 days. Jacinta lasted 8. All right.
That's all right. That's better than 0.
I think I did 11.
We did 11.
I think we did 11. Yeah.
I did. We did 11.
We did?
Yes.
And at the end of it, you can't just go back to normal food. You've got to ease your body back into food.
We're going to Sunshine Coast and going to dinner.
That's right, we are.
Anyway.
All right, so let's get into our forgiveness formula. So forgiveness, why do we want to forgive people? Because it validates them and it provides closure. Provides closure. And it validates whatever's going on in that relationship, in that friendship, in that work environment. Could be a whole range of circumstances that maybe you need to consider forgiveness. And sometimes, I think sometimes we get too proud and we don't want to forgive somebody else because we're pissed off at them.
Yeah, it could be a pretty good reason.
We don't want to forgive them because they're wrong. It's wasn't my fault. It was their fault.
Not my fault.
Right? It was their fault.
No responsibility at all.
So sometimes we don't see the need to provide forgiveness to others because we just think, bugger them. They can go jump. They can suffer. But from the forgiver's perspective, it's a way to recognise that you're actually at cause in your life by forgiving somebody else. But it's also, Lee, about the role that you play in whatever went on. So sometimes we all play a role, right?
Yeah. The victim or the bully or the whatever it is.
But we all play a role. That too, but we all just have a part in whatever's going on, right? And when we have a part in whatever's going on, we need to take a level of our own responsibility for what occurred. So whether it's a breakdown in communication, whether it's a breakdown in a workplace communication, could be a relationship, could be a marriage, could be a friendship that's broken down. It could be family. You've got broken down relations with family members, whether it be your siblings, your parents, your kids, at whatever ages.
So Georgina says, forgiveness was my aha moment at Sovereignty Live March last year. Massive weight lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely. So the forgiveness formula is extremely important to free up space, and it frees up space in your mind. So we recognise that you're at cause. And you've got to sort of take it then, make it light and breezy and sort of move on, sail away from being the victim.
So Bernie says forgiveness is choosing to love.
Says Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Forgiveness is choosing to love. And you can always come from a place of love. Hello, Tony Gorman. Thanks for joining us. Hello. Just as I said hello, you went, hi guys. So the forgiveness formula plays a big part in what it is that how do we move forward? How do we move forward in circumstances with people, events, people around us? What else, Lee? So make it light and breezy and move forward. So you can't truly forgive someone else until
you forgive yourself.
You forgive yourself.
Starts with you.
So you're going to start with yourself. So forgive yourself for the role that you played in a situation. All right. So whatever the situation was, what role did you play? Whether you feel you're at fault or not at fault, whether you feel that it was to do with you or not to do with you, forgive yourself, because we all play a role. We all play a part in whatever's going on in our life, and how the other person reacts can also be a reaction to the way that we're reacting. So we can take that responsibility on board, and we've got to learn to move forward through these things. And sometimes we've just got to move forward and forgive the other person, send them love as Bernie
Yeah.
highlighted. So always come from a place of love, and of course you've got to take responsibility for whatever it was that you how you played that role in that
Whatever
circumstance.
part you took place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, whatever you feel that person did to you that made you feel like you feel, you got to forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes those people are only reacting to situations. We don't know what's going on for them. Could be something totally different. What does Charlotte say?
Says forgiveness is more
Than
for
yourself?
yourself than the other person, especially if it is a serious situation. Separating the person from the issue helps hugely.
Absolutely.
Nick said, do you have to forgive in person or just forgive to yourself who you are and what you're forgiving?
Or what you're forgiving. That's an interesting one, Nick. Look, you can start by forgiving. It doesn't have to be within
you don't
to
have
the
to
other person.
necessarily tell them.
No, it could be that you just provide forgiveness, so you work through that yourself and you forgive that person for the role that they played in that situation and the role that you played. So you've got to start by forgiving yourself for being a part of whatever that circumstance was. And if the opportunity arises, and this is something that I'm about to talk about, if the opportunity arises in the future, you can always address that and say, look, I just wanted to let you know that, this situation that happened so long ago or so many years ago or recently, I really apologise for the role that I played or the part that I played in it. And I know that must have been challenging and I'm sorry about that. And I have no hard feelings. So you're actually forgiving yourself and you're also forgiving them at the same time. So a great way that we can work through forgiveness is make a list of people in your life who you'd like to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way. If you've got circumstances and situations in your life that you think, I'm not really happy with the way that ended or that happened or whatever, so write it down. Journal it out. Make a note of the people in your life that you'd like to forgive. And then what, Lee? What do you do after that?
Forgive them if and when the situation presents itself, like you said before.
Yep. And think of ways you may have been at cause in that situation, like I said. So what role did you play? How can you be at cause in that situation? And take the time with those people in your life, especially if they are very important. And they could have fundamental relationships in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be your significant other, or it could be.
Sorry, I forgive you.
Thanks. And it could be.
I don't know what you've done yet.
I haven't done anything. Hang on, I take responsibility for the role I played, and I'll forgive you too.
For all the shopping I did.
Yeah, that's right. For the parcels that keep arriving at the house.
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. All right. So seek out the person you feel are important to forgive now. And this will be well worth your effort. So as we said, make a list. But if there's some situations that you feel are really necessary to go and make amends, then do that. Make amends. Ring them up and just forgive them and say, look, I'm sorry for the circumstances that happened. I know it's been hard. I know it's hard on you. It's been hard on me. And I just want to take responsibility for the role that I played in that situation. So you're not making them wrong, but you're just taking a level of responsibility. So that's a great exercise that you can work through and actually work towards forgiving the situation or overcoming it and just rebuilding that relationship. Any area that you're not in cause in your mind is an area that you are that you're not taking 100% responsibility for. So if you've got something in your mind that's bothering you, it's an area that's just giving you grief, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
giving you some sort of angst,
Mm-hmm.
unsettled. You're not happy about it. Sometimes you've got to, if that's bothering you, then you're not taking 100% responsibility. So Peggy says, that's funny.
All the parcels that
All the
keep
parcels. Yeah, sorry, I forgive her for that. Agatha said, forgiveness also hands back the burden that you have carried of those events that happened for the time you held onto it. Though resentment or hate or anger, or through resentment or hate or anger. That's right. Mm. And whilst you hang on to these circumstances and situations, like I said, you're not taking responsibility, and it'll just hang over you.
Yeah.
Hang over you like a cloud.
A wet rain.
So, and that's something that we can form cycles in our life. Cycles are created by us having the same things, and it'd be like me saying, well, that's always happened to me and it always happens, like I'm being the victim, right? So this always happens to me, but then I'm creating a cycle in my life by that continuously happening, so I'm not moving forward.
Allowing that to happen.
Yeah. So if you don't if you want to break the cycle in your life, you've got to take responsibility and follow through with the right action. That's how you break the cycle. So don't buy into your own cycles, and certainly don't allow them. Don't buy into your own excuses. So the forgiveness formula is important. You can forgive people from afar, Nick. You can send them love from afar and learn to, just send them love from a distance.
So Bernie,
and be okay with it within yourself.
Absolutely. Bernie says, I find it hard to forgive. I need to look harder at where I mirror is in some way.
Are you reading it right?
Yes.
I need to look harder at where I mirror this. Oh yeah, I mirror this in some way. Yeah. And that's right. They always actually say what annoys us about other people
pushes our buttons. It means that we do that, and that's us.
That's right. So if you get annoyed by something particular, then that's just that's obviously it's something that annoys us. It's something that is within us. So that's the other one.
Cool.
Anything else you want to add to that? Anyone else want to share anything on Instagram? We're going live over there, so talking about the forgiveness formula. So if you've got anything you'd like to share in the comments, pop your details in and just tell us, have you got situations that you'd like to overcome by learning how to forgive somebody, but start with yourself. So can you forgive yourself for something in life?
Bernie says, sorry for writing in Spanish.
It's all right. It's just further away, so we're going to try and read it as well. Nick said, thanks, Simon. Thanks, Nick. And anybody on Instagram with any comments about the forgiveness formula? Any areas that you've occurred that you want to forgive yourself for? Could be areas that you just come into mind and thinking, wow, I could really change and improve that circumstance by being at cause and first forgiving myself, and then of course forgiving others, and it works.
It does.
Send them love. Come from a place of love. Bernie says, oh yeah, that was right. Sorry for writing in Spanish. I was going to read it again.
Awesome.
So,
hi all, love from Sweden.
Love from Sweden. Quality of life biz.
Love it.
Hi in Sweden. Don't know what time it is in Sweden.
It's early morning.
Oh, it is early morning.
Not early morning, it's just morning.
It's morning.
Yeah.
All right, not too early.
No.
Okay. Is it cold in Sweden?
No, it'd probably be getting
to summer?
Spring. Yeah.
Spring has sprung in Sweden. Excellent. All right. Well,
that's about it, I think.
The comments. So I'm excited about,
You're not.
I'm not. I was going to say I'm excited about the lemonade cleanse, but I actually said to Lee, I'm actually scared. I've done it before, but I've got to get over this. I've got this mental challenge going on about doing the lemonade cleanse.
Yeah, it's spring.
Yeah, it's spring here.
Yeah.
Thank you. So if you want to join us, you too can be scared with me.
You're not selling it, babe. I'm
not here to sell it.
I know. Anyway.
I'm here just to commit to it. So you got to be committed.
It's just a side thing we're doing.
We're just going to do it. So if you want to join us, you can. If you don't want to, there's no pressure.
Cool.
We don't care.
We're good.
We don't care. But if you do join us, we'd love to, have some sort of, catch up and motivation around who's going to do it. Are you going to do it? And how can we support you?
They can join us next Tuesday on the stream and
tell us how they're
going.
Well, maybe they could message us and we could
they can do that.
Bit of accountability each day. Tell us how you're going, how you're getting
Simon
on.
Every day.
How it's going for you.
Nick's going to give it a good crack.
If
I like
you're
your
struggling with it, are you
we don't deal with struggling with it. No.
That's good.
None of the struggling
just checking that you're on the ball.
No.
So it's going to power through it.
That's right.
It's going to all be positive.
Not forgiving cost me the chance to say goodbye to my father last year.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Darren. Sorry to hear that. That is a tough one.
All right.
Well, that's it for us. That's it for us. We're out of here. Next week we are back to Tuesday evening. So this week we had to swap it. I'm not here tomorrow night. So Sunshine Coast going to visit my mum and picking up my son from school and going up to see my mother, who's not been well. So making a trip up there to catch up with her. So we moved it to tonight. So thank you for joining us on this Monday evening at 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time. Next week, we'll be back to Tuesdays, and should be every Tuesday 7:30 for our Facebook Live.
Yes.
And we will be thinner, leaner and meaner after a few days on the lemonade cleanse and lemonade diet, the master cleanser.
Righto.
All right. Well, great for you to join us. Thank you. Thanks, Lee.
Bye. Thanks, Simon.
Thanks for your input.
See ya.
Bye.
Well.